Excitement is building for a new season of Fighting Illini men's basketball, and the schedule, it's out, and it all tips off tomorrow.
And tonight, WCIA3 Sports presents your Illini Nation Tip Off Show. Something like that. Andy Olson's here now to tell us how badly I butchered that name. Hey, Andy.
No, you got it right.
Okay, all right.
It's all good.
Well, you would think the voice of the Illini could do a little bit better.
I just have to know how to pronounce the guy's name. The tip-off show is beyond my purview. That's right. So what do you think? Everything starts tomorrow. There's a bunch of hype. Is it legit?
Well, we'll have to see, you know. It sure seems like it's going to be legit. I mean, something feels different about this team. I think the fans are feeling that as well. You bring back a lot of players, you know, most of your starters. You bring in 2 top 50 recruits, the first time they've done that since 2010, and Adam Miller and Andre Curbelo. The excitement is really going right now for the team, and I think it's hard not to feel it. I mean, you watch the games, you be impartial, but you can tell and the fans feel there's something different about this team.
Can I just say something about Illini fans?
Yeah,
Don't you think that some are just very, very fair-weathered, and it's like, as soon as they lose their first game, fans are going to be like, oh.
It's in every fan base. I know for teams that I'm a fan of, I do it as well, so you can't blame them for that.
Okay.
It's nice to see Illinois in the top 10 of most polls.
Yeah.
It's nice to see preseason All-American lists with Illinois players on it. It's been a long time.
Well, you think about it, it almost didn't happen. I mean, Ayo Dosunmu and Kofi Cockburn were headed to the NBA until late July is when they finally decided to come back to Champaign. So you think about how different this season could have been and how everything just kind of broke right for them. I mean, Brad Underwood being able to assemble a team that is really, you know, hitting its stride for this season, players deciding to stay and not go to the NBA, getting a great recruiting class. Things just kind of are all clicking for the team this year, which is why I think people are feeling that it's a little bit different, especially those in the national media starting to, you know, recognize the Illini as well.
Yeah, okay, but the pressure. Don't you think now there's a lot of pressure to perform and to be up to that level that everyone's now expecting them to be at?
Absolutely. I mean, they talked about that in a lot of their press conferences so far in the preseason. You know, they talked about being a team that was under 500 only a couple of seasons ago, and, you know, thinking that the other teams, like the Michigan States of the Big Ten, were some of the best teams. You know, when they asked themselves who's the best team in the Big Ten, no one thought it was them. And now Brad Underwood has talked about in press conferences, they all believe that they are the best team in the Big Ten. And that's that kind of culture change that I think clicks for a lot of the teams that you see go on to do great things.
Yeah.
Some of the anticipation has got to be because we lost the NCAA tournament last year. We lost most of the Big Ten tournament, all of it for Illinois.
Yeah.
And so now it's finally we get to see them again.
261 days since the Illinois last played a game.
You haven't been keeping track, have you?
Haven't been keeping track. No? I actually was told that by Brad Underwood this morning. So they're definitely keeping track. They know the last time they played a game. They know that they had the NCAA tournament taken from them and the Big Ten tournament. Tim, you were there when it got canceled. So they're definitely hungry. They felt like they didn't get to finish last season the way they wanted, which is also big for them going into this season, I think.
Well, I think we could talk about Illini basketball for a long time, all three of us big fans.
Gives you that idea.
Can we get a preview of tonight's special?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Well, tonight we're going to be talking, or we have talked with Brad Underwood. We're talking with former Illini Trent Meacham. You know, I also have a story about those top 50 recruits. Marley Weirda, our sports reporter, has done a story with Ayo and his mom. If you want to hear from Ayo's mom, we got a story on that tonight. It's coming up at 6:30, and we're excited to show it with everyone.
Oh, do we have a look? Can we take a look?
Yeah, we have a look right here.
Okay, let's
we have a little bit of sound from Trent Frazier and Brad Underwood.
It's unreal, and it's been, you know, an amazing journey, and I'm very excited, you know, to be able to be a part of this program and to see the progression of where we've taken this program since 2017 to now is incredible, and just, you know, very happy to be a Fighting Illini and be a part of this program within these years.
One, I'm really excited. I'm really anxious. I'm ready to play. And I think our guys are, you know, when it's been 260 plus days since you played, and these guys are competitors. They live for this moment.
So they are definitely excited. I mean, that just kind of shows how excited they are to start tomorrow. North Carolina A&T. You got 3 games right in a row, and they're not, you know, taking that for granted. They have some big games coming up, but I think they're taking every game, you know, going into it, hoping that they can come out with a win.
It's going to be so weird being in an empty State Farm Center. But
I bet.
You got to do what you got to do. So.
Bring it, Tim.
I'm
Bring
going to do everything I can to bring energy with no fans. Again, the show is tonight, 6:30 here on WCIA3. Thanks, Andy.
And welcome to the sports team.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
A little bit.